I already just saw how much resets I have. As you can see right there, I have done its resets. So today to freeze. Also, like Sprout near Shelly just half. And purple is the least amount because he would just catch up to me and then attack me, then catch up and then attack, catch up and then attack. And he's Astra, near half. I'm not sure if the gold skin ticket works anymore.
Hiding inside a as the monsters tried forcing their way inside, Mofan realized that they would eliminate him if he tried to leave, but was afraid that Zinzia would freeze to her death. Inside the mart, Zinzia was beginning to freeze from all the cold. To crawl away and hid herself. After hiding from a beast, she fell out and rolled away. At the same time, the monsters continued forcing their weight against the door, so Mofan decided to upgrade his abilities. When he appeared inside his solar system, he realized that his pendant was beginning to upgrade from the sacred water he drank. As the pendant vanished, a new light appeared, and as the 7-star paths began to merge, Mofan increased the mid-tier level of his fire element. When the monsters entered the room, they found him in a flaming aura, and he vanquished them in that instant, turning them back into slime. After spotting his fiery power, the other monsters began to run off, but he cast his flames on them and destroyed the rest before burning them. Inside the mart, a beast began to trail Zin before it could end her.
He is kinda like a distract. Brightney is kinda like a distractor. No. You go, I go. You see, I see.
He stabbed die. With their brother in pain, the other beasts decided to do him a favor and began to devour him. So Zinzia rolled over to a freezer and hid from the others. With the monsters waiting to make her their next meal, Mofan burned them instantly and pulled her to safety. But she passed out in his arms. Realizing she was freezing from the cold, Mofan caused a flame to burn around them and restored her to life. She told him that her life had flashed before her eyes, but was happy to see him again. Mofan told her that he would always protect her, and while giving her the bracelet, he said that she would always be special to him. Before long, they arrived outside the mart, and all the monsters began to avoid them. With Zinzia in surprise, Mofan told her that he had upgraded to the mid-tier level with the aid of Tang and his boat, and that all lower-class monsters would be too afraid to face off with him. As they sat on a bench, Mofan told Zinzia that his team were heading to destroy the secret tunnel, but was afraid that the safe zone would become unsafe if they failed their attempt. Zinzia told him that the tunnel was a dangerous place, and that the missing schoolgirl was abducted after she discovered the spot. At this realization, Mofan thought of warning Officer Chen and the group that the Black Order would be waiting to attack them. But as he said these words, he felt exhaustion, and Zinzia realized that so she heeded his word, and he was delighted about her. When he took her to a motorcycle, he asked her if she could bring the dead back to life, but she told him that her ability only allowed her to heal injuries. However, when he suggested taking her to the she told him that she wishes to support her healing ability would. In the meantime, Officer Chang and the group finally arrived at the secret tunnel and managed.
I thought I heard footsteps. Oh no. Who's on me? What? I'm gonna take a little egg. I don't know where Bob is. I hope he's okay. Where is Boxin? I'm like about a dark. Oh well. But guys, if even any of you tell me if I like for example, wait, hello, hello, Easy. I am. That's my example. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live this. What the do you mean? Oops. Just follow me And you just it. Well, not have to be left behind. Google. Ow. What the? Why did they just go towards the door? Wait, no. I gained a bit of speed. Now go after me instead, because I know that someone is doing a machine. And yes, I saw the freaking and twisted. Oh, you've got to be. Wait, what? No. Boxing? That's not boxing. No. I don't want to die. Did boxing leave? No. Get inside. Wait. Oh, yeah. I'm at 1. She's at 2. Boxing is at 3. I am the color of her. Here we go. Someone else will need the stove. So we got a boxing. And who else? It's not another boxing. Jesus. Oh damn, it's already getting. What? I don't want to die. You've got to be kidding me. Move. Stop chasing after me. I don't want to die. Oh, great. All because of her, I'm gonna die. Come on, come on. Let me live. I don't want to die. No. This is all your fault that I'm gonna freaking die. I hate you. Oh. No, 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 no. I'm gonna live. Well, hopefully. Wait, this has taken 14 and 20 seconds. I don't want to die. No. What? I just did that. Let's go. Well.
To eliminate a monster and save a young girl. When another tried screaming for the others, the group
Hadouken! say Tato. Why is there 2 Scots, 2 bright mirrors, and 1 baby? Yeah.
We all love hearing yes. When we're looking for a job, asking for help, especially here. But where can we hear yes when shopping for the products we need for our home? Even if our credit isn't so high. At Aaron's, where they say yes, other places turn down. Approvals without great credit. Free delivery and setup. Products? Of course. So say yes.
I'm back with a
Saying yes back.
because I don't get it the elevator. I'm just full. Why? Oh, now I know why you want me to find the tapes. It's like,
Unleashed a combined attack that shone with a colorful light and sent a large rock into the hole. However, it exploded, and several other monsters began to emerge. Desperate to keep them away from the city, the group began to unleash more attacks and managed to destroy them. Inside the city, Mofan came across a huge monster that was standing in his way. But as he rode away, it chased him until he swerved into an alley.
Bro,
With both of
the
them
monster
safe,
is like
Mofan
acting
told
like
Zinzia
Godzilla.
that he intends to take her to the safe zone where she would be safer. But she told him that she would be useless and hopeless without him by her side. At the school, Officer Cheng suggested that they head for a new tunnel since the monsters were limitless. But Yuang and his weirdo partner appeared before them. As Yuang revealed his disgusting face, the group realized that he was the same worthless loser that Joanne had adopted as his son, and Officer Cheng called him a useless piece of trash. Angered by his words, Yuang launched ice at them. But the leader punched the ground and rocks appeared to block them off. So he cast a flame, and the rest of the group unleashed their own, blasting the 2 morons with a torrent of combined attacks that made them realize they had fucked up. When his partner tried running off, he was blasted with ice and froze up before hitting the ground. With Yuang about to lose, he threw a mystical orb of dissolve into the ground and summoned a dozen
Oh my god,
beasts to start
Pomni.
attacking. However,
Oh my god, Sister Pomni, don't hurt me, Sister Pom.
unleashed a mighty ice that caused a great light to spread across the yard. On the other hand, Jane Kong and his team saw the great dragon before them, but it descended to the ground, leaving an army of one-eyed wolves and bone-piercing beasts before them. When a wolf began charging towards them, Jan Kong obliterated it instantly. At the sight of this, the rest of the army started backing away, but the dragon took control over their minds and commanded them into battle. Jan Kong tried destroying them. A subordinate stood in his way
Almost got
and told
hit.
him to save his
Do you
strength
know
while
how
they
much
took care
one
of
hot
business.
costs? Because
Climbing
I'm
up a
going
rock,
liver.
he unleashed a powerful lightning on the wolves before him, while another lost its head as they continued destroying them, allowing their commander to merely walk through. One beast tried attacking him, but was frozen instantly and destroyed. But a mage was crushed, so the commander burned the monster and hurried to him, but his soul left his body. As the commander began walking again, his men continued clearing a path for him, but were squashed and thrown off to a building. By the time all his men were killed, Jan Kong had arrived before the dragon, but it flew away, so he followed it. As he punched it, it flew off to a tower and screamed a powerful heat that burned the commander's armor and sent him flying towards the ground. But he soon returned, and as he burned with the flame,
Maybe
a
funny,
rain of
but
fire began to fall onto the
come
dragon.
on.
So he utilized the distraction and rammed into it, creating a massive flaming ball that expanded like the sun. At the same time, a bone-piercing beast began approaching Officer Cheng and his group, but they were too exhausted to unleash any new abilities. Luckily, Mofan rode into the yard and hurried to protect them. The team leader told him to run away, but Mofan told him that he would have no place to run to if they were all killed. So he walked closer to the beast, and as he began to burn with a mighty flame, he unleashed a great fire, destroying the monster and several other monsters before sealing up the tunnel. After a few months, Mofan and his family began traveling to a new city. With their previous city already destroyed, they hoped to find a new place to call their home. When they arrived at a new apartment, Mofan decided to enjoy the sight and thought that this new city was lovely. Later that day, he decided to upgrade to a higher tier level. As his pendant began to glow, Mofan tried meditating, but fell from exhaustion. Before long, his phone began to ring, and his teacher Tang Yu told him to join her at a restaurant. Excited to see his crush, Mofan soon arrived and hoped to score with her. As he took a seat, he told her that she looked beautiful, but she told him to focus on girls his age. She told him that the only way to upgrade his tier level was by connecting the star paths together, but said that he could lose his abilities if he failed to connect them in the right arrangement. Realizing she was a unique magician, Mo-Fan wondered who she really was, so she told him that she was a member of the Judge Council, who were a powerful group of people that tracked and eliminated powerful magicians who broke the laws. She told him that she was tracking a member of the Black Order prior to the attack on their city, but had failed to capture him. Mo-Fan decided to ask why she had summoned him, so she told him that the town's water had mysteriously dried up, and she intends to discover the truth. She showed him a stranger on the street, and told him to follow him to wherever he went. She said that he was a secret Terminator whom she thought was responsible for the town's dried up water, and decided to give him some stars guide, hoping it would protect him from any doom. In exchange for his help, she promised to help him awaken the dark element. Excited by her words, the simp agreed to follow her. Later that day, the mysterious dude appeared before two villagers and asked to know why the river had dried up, but they were totally clueless, so he hurried off to find out for himself. As Mo-Fan watched him leave, he thought the dude looked innocent, but Tang-Yu appeared behind him and told him to continue trailing. Before long, Mo-Fan started running up the mountains, realizing the dude had vanished from sight. As he came across withered plants, he wondered if the river had truly dried up or had been scorched by a fire magician. Before he knew it, Tang-Yu muffled his voice and began to pull him behind a tree. But he was delighted to find peace in between her plots. Shortly, a group of villagers began to walk by, hoping to exploit the dried-up river, and Tang-Yu pushed Mo-Fan away from her plot. As they continued up the mountain, Tang-Yu told him that the villagers intend to capture an elemental spirit which was known to multiply a magician's abilities, so that they would sell it for money. Mo-Fan wondered how he could increase his abilities to expert tier level, so she told him to find support from a wealthy organization. Realizing it was not an option, he offered to continue working for her, but she pulled him aside, and they hid behind a rock. Ahead of them, the villagers were confronted by a new group from a powerful family. When the leader told the villagers to scramble, the lead villager told him that they have equal rights over the field. With neither group willing to leave, they decided to summon their flames for battle. As both group unleashed their flames, the surrounding trees began to burn, and Mo-Fan realized that they were using their basic tier elements since it was quicker to unleash. Looking to destroy them, the leader summoned a magic circle that burst into flames, allowing him to cast a fiery punch that began to burn the villagers. But a new villager summoned the ground to shield the rest of the fires, while another cast a mighty wind that blew out the flames and nearly threw everyone away. So the family cast a shield around them, but the tornado managed to destroy them. Desperate for pain, another member cast a powerful slash that destroyed the mountain and threw the villagers aside before they were finished off. With the villagers too exhausted to fight, the leader told them to scram before he incinerated their faces like worthless trash, so they hurried off. However, the mysterious dude, Keohi, appeared behind them and told them that he intends to grant them quick deaths, but the leader called him a piece of shit and told him to get lost. However, when he revealed his face, they discovered that he was a well-known Terminator. As Keohi began to laugh like a deranged menace, mystical webs surrounded them, and a demonic spider appeared before their eyes. When they tried to run, it trapped them in a web and began to drain their soul. With Mo-Fan in shock, Tang-Yu told him that the spider was a spirit-breaking monster whose web was inescapable. Before long, the ground split open, so Tang-Yu told Mo-Fan that the elemental spirit was about to emerge. Just then, the spirit burst out like a flame, and the menace began to laugh again, realizing it was a rare rose flame spirit. But Mo-Fan thought he had lost his mind. Using her dark flash, she began to vanish down the mountain until she appeared behind the menace, watching him absorb the spirit. Utilizing this distraction, she immediately summoned magic circles and combined them into a larger sigil, before growing a mighty nail and launching it forward. But it stuck the ground, and Keohi decided to face her. With her attempt having failed, she decided to tell him that she came to arrest him. However, he was unfazed by her presence and caused a dark cover to surround her. He told her that he has been following her for a few days and had put some weird flavor into her food. Just then, Tang-Yu began to feel sick and fell to her knees, but Keohi thought she was hot and told her that he wishes to develop plot with her right there. But she started oozing with a great fire, and lava began to spread over the ground, drawing flaming sharks and creating a stream of fires before casting a massive inferno to vanquish Keohi. However, he was able to rise again, and Mo-Fan discovered that he was wearing a magic armor, but it dissolved away. At once, the demonic spider appeared and trapped Tang-Yu in its web. When he tried going for the kill, a powerful flame flew towards him, and Mo-Fan began to transform into his wizard outfit, before causing the fires to descend on Keohi. realized that he had protected himself with a mystical light. Keohi called him a spineless coward and told him to try attacking him like a real man. Realizing he had no chance at defeating him, Mofan told him to absorb all the elemental spirit, but asked him to spare his crush, taking him for another scoundrel like himself. Keohi accepted his deal, but was sad to abandon his intentions of developing plot with her. However, when Mofan managed to draw closer to him, he summoned a magic circle and told him that he had upgraded to mid-tier lightning. With Keohi shocked by this confession, Mofan raised his hand to summon a powerful lightning that destroyed Keohi and made the dark cover to vanish. Mofan tried hurrying to tang him, but she told him to back away as she was ashamed of herself. However, when he was determined to help her anyway, she threatened to burn him to crisp and told him to absorb the elemental spirit before it vanished. So Mofan touched him and started drawing the power into himself. At once, he found himself inside his solar system, and as the elemental spirit flowed into his star cloud, Mofan absorbed all the flame, and water started forming again. As they began to leave, Tang Yu found Keohi's dark ring, and decided to take it for the Judge Council as proof of his death. While riding off in a taxi, Tang Yu told Mofan that the elemental spirit will make him invincible towards fire attacks, and that he would have the ability to annihilate every enemy. Mofan wondered why she had tried to capture Keohi, so she told him that she intended to discover the secrets of the Black Order, so that she would destroy their next attempts at attacking a new city. As Tang Yu began to heat up, she pulled Mofan towards her plot so that they would climax together, but she pushed him away after realizing he was a newbie. After an awkward silence, she decided to give him another shot, but before they could develop plot, she pushed him off again, and Mofan thought her mood swings would ruin his hope of ever getting laid. Later that night, Mofan received a message from Tang Yu, who threatened to end him if he revealed to anyone that she had asked for his bone. When he told her that he was man enough to make her climax, she told him to practice with other girls, but she couldn't stop thinking about his bone. As Mofan started returning home, he remembered that Tang Yu had told him not to depend on his star guide for upgrading his star element, as she thought it would make his upgrade difficult to achieve. However, Mofan was only interested in aligning his star's map, so he decided to start training himself until he was fit for the university. As he received a message from Tang Yu, she told him that she was willing to complete their end of the deal, and promised to help him reawaken a new element at a special mage facility. The following day, as Mofan arrived inside the facility, he introduced himself to the hot receptionist. After realizing who he was, she immediately led him into the awakening room. Inside the room, the man in charge appeared before Mofan with an awakening stone for a lightning element, and called him a rich, useless kid who did not deserve the gift. He told him that his inward abilities would determine his awakened element, but Mofan had heard this shit before, so he told him that he intends to awaken a dark element. When the dark stone was placed before him, the man thought that he was hopeless and useless.
Mofan's
But
the
Mofan
best
touched
one.
the stone, and as he
And the
glowed
only
brightly,
one.
he found himself inside his solar system. As a dark ball began to form before him, he discovered that he had awakened his dark element.
I'm gonna end
His
this
newfound
now.
success, he thought it would be easier
Bye.
to get laid